In the silence between heartbeats, in the rustle that looms before your eyes, something is watching, not with hunger, not with anger, but with knowledge. The villagers of Mornville spoke of a presence, a being that never moved, but never a creature covered in bark and shadow staring out from above the tree canopy with eyes like hollow moons. Whoever felt its gaze changed. Not visibly, but inside, something turned. They call it the creature who watches from the trees, older than memory and quieter than death. They say in a forgotten grove where trees twist like bones, and the air tastes of metal. The legend first whispered, not with mouths, but with minds. The owl fears no predator. The man was old, his face weathered and lined, and he seemed to be completely at peace with himself. He thanked the old man for the sense of peace he'd found in his company and for the reminder to appreciate the simple things in life. The old man smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners, and said, "You carry peace within you always. You only need to remember to tap into it." The hiker walked back to his car, feeling rejuvenated and inspired to seek out more moments of tranquility in his life. He never forgot the old man's words or the profound sense of peace he'd experienced in his company. The hiker approached cautiously, not sure what to expect, and asked the man if he was okay. The old man turned to him, his eyes twinkling with wisdom, and simply said, "I am as right as the trees, and as free as the wind." The hiker, struck by the man's serenity, asked if he could sit with him for a while. And as they sat in companionable silence, the hiker felt a deep sense of calm wash over him. It was as though the old man's presence had a soothing, almost hypnotic effect on him. The leopard knows stealth, like breathing, but when this creature watches, even silence breaks its neck to escape, and asks, why was I being watched and what did it see in me? However, it also touches on a much deeper and more unsettling truth about the presence of the Watcher in our lives. And remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in our own minds. So keep your mind open, your heart curious, and your eyes sharp, for who knows what wonders or horrors may be lurking just beyond our perception. The man in the woods is a metaphor for the part of ourselves that is always observing, always aware. And though we may try to ignore or escape it, it is always there. Some say it's not an animal, but a reminder. In every forest a witness, not at our actions, but at our thoughts. He sees the brokenness beneath the smile. He smells the guilt soaked into the skin. And though science hasn't catalogued it, though the surveillance camera hasn't captured it, whoever walks under those trees feels it. A chill runs down their spine. A thought that wasn't yours. A knowledge that you are known. Legend says he was once human, a hermit who watched the world rot and chose to become part of something older. His body is hollow. His name is forgotten. All that remains is his gaze. What if the creature isn't among the trees, but in the part of you that watches your reflection, waiting to see something wrong? What if it is the watcher within us, the silent judge, the ancient eye we inherited but never control? Maybe it's not the creature that's watching. It's you who's caught staring too long. Tales of mythical creatures that lurked just beyond our perception, watching us with ancient, unfathomable eyes. As a child, these stories filled me with terror. I'd bolt out of bed in the middle of the night, convinced there was something watching me from the forest outside my window. But as I grew older, the fear gradually faded, replaced by a quiet fascination. So the next time you feel eyes in the woods, don't run, don't scream, just close your eyes. I grew up hearing stories like this one from my grandfather. Then, a few years ago, I read an article about a hiker who stumbled upon a clearing in the woods and found a man sitting on a log. As the sun began to set, the hiker reluctantly stood up to leave. This story, like many others, may seem like a simple anecdote about finding inner peace in nature. Until next time, may your days be filled with a little more wonder and your nights with a little less fear.